Okay, so this is my aviary. This has the majority of my birds in it. It doesn't have all of my outside birds in it, but it has all of the budgies and all of the cockatiels in it. It also has some quails as well. This is what it looks like inside. So this is what my aviary looks like inside. As you can see, there's the nest boxes and all their perches. There's the quails. The white one is a male. The skin coloured one is a female. And there's two females. There's their water and their food. The top two budgies, the white one is Salt and the yellow one is Mia. And they've got some eggs at the moment. And then the one above, below her is Nibbles. She had a baby, but unfortunately she stopped feeding and it didn't survive. The first yellow budgie you see is Romeo. He's a male. The blue one is Chestnut. She's the mother of the four babies that I've made a couple of videos with. The budgie behind her is Precious. I've had him since I was about 11. He was one of the first babies that came out of a clutch that I bred. That one, the green one, he used to be my neighbour's budgie. I don't really have a name for him, but my neighbour, he's quite old and he decided to give me the last two budgies that he had. So over here in the nest box for the cockatiels, the budgie at the top is called Blue. He's one of the youngest, but obviously there's four babies, so he's like the teenager of the group. The one below him is Biscuit, and she really likes that nest box. I don't know why, but she seemed to have chosen that one. Over here, this used to be the ladder to my cubby house, which I don't have anymore, but that's where the cockatiels usually hang out. So the first one, which is kind of yellow and black and white, her name is Sunny, and the one next to her, the yellow one, is called Bolt, and they are a couple. Well, they used to be. They used to have a lot of babies. Unfortunately, I did have to take two away from them because they just stopped feeding them. That was the last clutch that they had, and I haven't bred them since. They're a couple years old each now, so they're kind of in retirement. Now, the grey one on the left with the white face, he's Misty. I've had him for about 3 years. When I didn't have the aviary, I used to have them in separate cages. I had two kind of medium-sized cages, and he would have a lot of anxiety about that, and he used to like run back and forth. He hated it. But now that he's in here, he doesn't seem to have anxiety anymore. He seems really chilled, and I'm really happy that he's fine now. And the one next to him, oh, they're both males, by the way. The one next to him is called Olive. He was one of the babies that I had to take away from the top two, and we hand raised him. And that yellow cockatiel that's sleeping is his sister, called Sweet Pea. And we had to, oh, don't mind those budgies there, they're just trying to make some babies. Uh-oh. Yeah, so the yellow one and the grey one we had to hand raise. The green one there is called Jojo, the budgie. He is the dad of the babies in that nest box. I've had him for about 2 years, 1 or 2 years. He's very beautiful. He's probably one of the prettiest budgies that I have. And yeah, I love him to bits. And oh god, okay. And here's, don't mind the towel there, that is to stop wind, because it's autumn at the moment. It's very windy and chilly for them. So at night time we put the towels on there just to stop the wind, and it's helping a lot. Anyway, so that is the second one of my neighbour's budgies. Is that one and him. You can see he's a bit more of a normal green, like wild budgie. And that one's like an olive green. yeah, so, oh, and there's Romeo. Yeah, they're both boys. So those two budgies that are, you know, getting it on. The blue one is called Molly. As you can see, she's lifting up her tail, and that's what they do when they're about to mate. So, I don't want to watch that. I'm probably going to leave in a minute. But the one next to her is Gino. He came with this budgie down here. They're both English budgies. That's why they're a lot bigger. Jojo, which is this one, Jojo. He's a show budgie, or English budgie as well. You can see the difference in size there between the green English budgie and the normal blue one. Yeah, so the blue one's Molly. That's Olive again. Gino. Yeah, so his friend that he came with, I bought them from a shop called Camsell Aviaries, and they just focus on birds, as you can probably tell from the name. But he's sleeping at the moment. So I've had them for about a year and a bit. No, maybe 2 years. I've had them for a while. So here on the first step, the budgies, you can see that was the ones I introduced to you first, Salt and Mia. And yeah, they have some eggs, so they're a pair. And oh, there's drama. This is what you have to deal with when you have budgies. They're always talking, but I really like this. Look, so he's feeding her. That's what they do when they have babies. So the dad is, well, the male, not dad yet, but the male is the white one, and that's what they'll do when they're parents. The male will feed the female, and then the female will feed the babies. Sleepy time. Blue was originally meant to be like my kind of hand-tamed baby that I kept inside, but then I didn't really want him to just be alone, so I took him outside, and he loves all of these guys. He's best friends with Enzo. I don't know why I named him Enzo. Gino and Enzo, I don't know. That's my male quail. I originally bought 3 quails, which is the ones you see. That one, I'm not sure what the other one was. Yeah, but that one and that one. And, oh. She's in the box. She must be laying an egg or something. Yeah, I originally thought they were all 3, and that's what, I mean, all 3 females. And that's what the guy there told me. So I bought them as females, and then I bought a male after that, so that I could have 3 females and 1 male, which is obviously the correct ratio you're meant to have with quails, because the males can be very dominant and they can attack the females. You can hear the babies. That's Jojo, the dad. Yeah, so you're meant to get more females than males. But then I figured out after that the white one is a male too, so I put 2 females, 2 males in there, and obviously the males were fighting, so I had to take them out. Oh, take the male out. He was a dark brown male, and he's in his separate cage now. I really like English budgies. I think they look like poppies from the front, like the little flowers. No, not poppies, pansies. Yeah, they look like pansies. With all their colouring. Cockatiels are stretching. Yeah, so this is my aviary. This is the setup. It was originally just a shed, and the entire floor was bricks. But we've taken out this section here, so the quails can dig around into the dirt. But we've left the good bricks, the ones that are completely flat. We took the ones out because we had a big gum tree next to the aviary, so we took the ones that the roots damaged, so we took those out. Quails love having that. There's one of the quails' nest boxes, the ones I lay eggs in. And yeah, I had to make these windows and make the door. So that took my entire 8-week holidays, but I'm pretty happy with it. It was really fun making, and the birds love it. Obviously, you can see this big area that's bigger than my room. Yeah. So I'm really happy with that. And I love seeing when people make aviaries and stuff, because it's like, it's so much better than the cages that some people will keep their birds in. It's these tiny cages, and you have to understand, they were, you know, like their ancestors were in the wild, and they had, they had so much more space than just one tiny cage. So you have to, if you're gonna buy a bird, you gotta give them as much space as you can. It's only fair. Anyway, enough about my rant. That's my quails, and that's my aviary. Yeah, I've had it for about, since the start of the year, so maybe 5 months, I think. About 5 months, yeah. They're all very happy with it. Oh, and I'll just show you the baby budgies before I finish this video. So here are the babies. The ones that have been in my videos before. 4 little babies. They're going to be leaving the nest soon. So I'll close that and let their parents go back to... Look how pretty they are. And Olive, every time I open the nest box, he comes over just to check it out. He's a nosy little boy. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do one video on every bird, because that's something I kind of want to do, and explain everything about all their lives and stuff and what's going on with them, because obviously I love them very much. So yeah, I'd love to do that. Tell me in the comments below if you think you guys would want to see that. Okay, thanks for watching.